Welcome to my video showing the top 5 games for adults with physical disabilities. Starting from easiest to hardest, I'm going to show off the easiest games to get into as a disabled person. I've looked around a lot to find games myself, and I could never find a video of recommendations that fit my needs as an adult with disabilities that are only physical. I'll explain what you need to have the strength to do before you purchase all of these Nintendo Switch games, and you can just start out where you think your level is and power up through the games on this list. We'll start off with Dwarf Romantic, definitely the easiest game I've come across. It's nice to just play a little while you're kind of watching TV. It's a puzzle game where you just turn the pieces and place them together to build a landscape. Next up, Beacon Pines. This game has the most amazing artwork I've ever seen in a video game, period. You can just play through the story, and it's a lot like reading a book that's interactive, so you pick out a few options of what to do next. You can go back and play through all of the scenarios later. Pokemon Sword and Shield is a turn-based combat game, so you can take your time and follow the straightforward story. Unlike some Pokemon games, you do not have to make any big movements with your arms and just need to use the controllers in your hands. I've never been able to throw a Pokeball in Let's Go Eevee, so this is something I always look into when purchasing new Pokemon games. You can't save in battle, but most fights aren't that long and you can save otherwise. Animal Crossing is my favorite Nintendo game. It's very relaxing and genuinely helps with my anxiety. I'll often play it to cool down after a therapy session, or when I wake up stressed in the middle of the night. The game plays in real time, so if it's night where you live, it's night in the game, and there's different things you can do. Most of your villagers won't be awake at night, but there are unique things like shooting stars you can wish on to get star fragments the next day to make some of the coolest, rarest items like the Taurus bath and the Leo sculpture. There are some very rare bugs you can only catch at night, but they're a lot more difficult to catch. You can catch bugs with your net and hold down A to walk slowly to sneak up on them, but a lot of the bugs like butterflies you can just take an easy swing at. Fishing is similar. You cast your rod and wait for the fish to bite. These little bloop noises will happen that can lull you into a false sense of security. But when the fish actually yanks down, press A, and if you're fast enough, you've got your fish. Prepare for it to be more difficult when you see a shark fin, but that just means there's a smaller time frame of when you can press the button. You can donate all these creatures to the museum and sell ones that you already have for items to decorate your house and the island. You can make it fit whatever theme you want and grow flowers. You can crossbreed them by planting certain ones next to each other to get rare colors like purple. You absolutely don't need to have flowers everywhere and can just do little accents once you have the colors you want. When you get the perfect town rating after putting down tons of items and clearing away clutter like weeds, Lily of the Valley will start appearing on your island. Gardening and digging up fossils is super easy, and you can get an amazing display of dinosaurs in your museum. You can get coffee at the museum, and it's a full experience where you can really imagine the smell and taste, and it keeps your mind busy sensory-wise. You can also draw on Animal Crossing and make things like clothing for your own characters. You can save the game whenever you need to take a break, and when you start up again, you'll be outside of your house. I made this dress for my character Tasia. Let me know if you want to see more of her. I've written and drawn so much about this character. She's a witch and a nurse in a post-radioactive disaster who's a big crybaby. The hardest game that I can do is Stardew Valley. I think it's fun to play while having a drink. It's a farming sim where you raise animals and can cook with your produce, along with fish caught. Fishing is extremely difficult though. After casting your rod by pressing and holding down Y, let go to have it hit the water. You have to be very careful with the joystick, and you can see right here that I struggle with it. You get to talk with all of the great characters in the game, and plenty of them are romanceable. I'm dating Elliot. My favorite thing to do in Stardew Valley is mine. The deeper down you go, the more difficult the battles with the monsters in the cave becomes, but you can eat what you cooked for more health and stamina. Take the geodes in the cave to be assessed by the blacksmith and donate them to the museum. You can start slow and just do what you can as the days pass by, but know that you have to wait to see how much money you earn that day after going to bed, and then it will say the game is saved. There are more games I could rank around the middle, but I wanted to start with the easiest and stick with ones that are the most fun. If this video is helpful for you and you'd like to learn about some more games, write a comment about what you're hoping to play soon and let me know your goals and needs. I also just bought a PlayStation 5. My cousin let me play on his, and it seems like it might be more doable now that I've been finally feeling more recovered from my huge tumor crisis 10 years ago. I love cute, cozy games, engage in things just for the art, but I've also liked playing things with big stories. Final Fantasy 15, Diablo, and Overwatch are favorites of mine. It got to a point where games slowly became unplayable, and with Overwatch, my characters just got limited more and more to only playing as Zarya and Diva, who I cosplayed as back when I was underweight.